Mindseye is out, but is it any fun? Turn the volume up, let's talk about it. At the lead up to Mindseye, they really were skittish of giving this into the hands of anyone. And probably rightly so, but they can't stop us playing it now, so I bought it, I gave them money. So what is the game like? It does have a bit of a story. I know there's been a lot of negative press with this game beforehand, with just all the chaos when it came to the lead up to, including 2 C-level managers leaving a workplace on the same day, which is always just that is just oh no. But it's not completely terrible. I think that it does do some things okay. Like, the story isn't the absolute worst. It is boring in huge chunks of it. There are massive swaths of you not playing a game here. I think when Leslie Benzies said this is 15 to 20 hours, that was extremely generous. I've clocked the game in about 8. The best way to describe this game, I feel, is the monotony of Grand Theft Auto without any of the payoff or fun. There is so many times where you're just traveling to something, you have a tiny firefight, then you travel again to another location, and then you have another little firefight, and then you probably travel back, and there's nothing in the world. There's nothing going on when you're like in between missions. I mean, pretty much all the missions are on rails. To call it like open world is crazy. It is like a train track around an open world. Like, you cannot really get off the rails with this. When you finish the game, you can look around. The city is outside of a few big buildings, and it has like the dome thing that Vegas has. It just looks like a bunch of motels, just like sparsely populated throughout the place. You can't interact with anyone. No one interacts with you. There's nothing really to suggest that you're even in this world outside of the story playing along. Which isn't terrible, the story. It's just not great. It struggled a fair few times for me to care. And I love video games, and I really went into this, like, I had, because this game came out at like 4 a.m. Australian time, so I played it knowing a few things that other people had said about the game, that it is quite boring, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to put that aside, I'm going to give it a whirl. It just, at the very least, may have been pushing okay at sometimes, as a game, but, like, it handles pretty badly, but that's at its best. Like, at that first hour of gameplay is brutal. You like walk with a character, you then like drive a little buggy, and you land a drone, and it's like, that's all I did in an hour. This game is just so many cutscenes, and it's filled with some good moments where you're kind of into it, and then there's a lot of other moments where you're just like, man, this is just millennial It's like, what do the young people say? What are the young people saying nowadays? It does try to push like a message with some characters through you. Like, there's kind of like that tech billionaire that wants to set up like Mars colonies and firing rockets, and he's built all these robots, and it's like, well, should this person exist? And oh, it's not really practical for now, and it starts to like flirt with that commentary, but it really doesn't like go anywhere with it. And that's a lot of the story. It just kind of like flirts with something that is interesting, but it doesn't really go anywhere. And I found by the end I just didn't care anymore. I just wanted the game to end. That's like what the game does okay. I'm not even saying good. Let's get into the bad stuff. Like, the open world is just nothing. Like, there is nothing for this. There's no reason for me to go back to this game. I'll get to a point right at the end of this video that just made me more furious than I only just found out about just then. The gamer score is really easy to get, so I guess if you wanted to pay $90 for $90 Australian, 60 American for 1,000 gamer score, you can, but like, just wait for this to go on sale if you're going to do that. The gunfights are extremely not challenging. You do fail missions in weird ways, or like, I get stalled in missions for weird ways because there's no markers. So like, for instance, there's no possible way to like enlarge your minimap. So at the end of the first mission, I was just like stuck inside this massive facility, and there's all these entrances and exits of like how to get out of there, but there's no real rhyme or reason of like how to do that. And because you can't like load up a map or go through a mini map at all, you can't find like a route that would get you out. So I ended up going up the back of a factory and like walking, like running 1,000 yards in the wrong direction, then having to run around this massive building to get back, which was like pretty insane. just to get at the end, and then like I couldn't complete the mission because the character I was with couldn't get back in the car to like progress it along. And it's just a lot of that. Like, it's just real tiny things in games, like being able to see a map that doesn't exist. There are these like little side missions that like you portal your way into. It's like fragmented memories. The first one seemed okay. The second one was just like setting up robots in like a position. And that was it. And then like the few other ones I played, it was like you're in the mind of like a rival gang member, and it's like, why am I in? It just seems like this real like fill-in thing for like 3 minutes. None of them I've completed about 8 of them now. None of them are fun at all. There's nothing that would get me to go back to play them. It's not like, oh, I can get a better time and you're just gassing it out because it's fun, it's snappy. And that brings me to the real shit part of the game is the gunplay. Like, the gunplay is terrible in this game. There is no, like, it's very archaic, the motions. There's nothing really powerful about it with any of the guns that you use. Maybe the shotgun up close, like, sends people flying, but you don't really, like, feel it at all. I just found it, like, gunfights to be almost, like, cumbersome. It was just like, oh, I gotta get through this so I can get to another story thing so then I can do the review. That's really what I was at by the end of this game. Was just like, I've got to play further so I can do a review. Just hoping there was something else in this game, but there just wasn't. It runs not the best. I kind of give that a little bit of a pass. I know some people are like nuts about that, like 60 frames a second. I did this on the Xbox. 30 frames a second, I think, is what it's meant to be on. You know, all the time would drop out of that, especially when you're driving. Textures take forever to load in. There's a lot of like weird things that happen, just like buckets and like road stuff will just come flying at you, just for no reason, really. As things load in, like, you know, characters will fall over for no reason because they've just come in and, you know, their physics mechanics haven't really loaded in with them. Cars will start doing random stuff. I found in gunplay too, there's no real rhyme or reason with the explosions. Like, I'll shoot a passenger driver and then the car will just blow up all of a sudden. Like, as if it was like a sitcom and it was set up that way to be like, you know, just trying to play fun of action films. The driving, it just handles like an old GTA game. Again, nothing really leaps out. None of the cars you get to use are interesting. You can't really carjack people, at least that I know of. You can't, as I mentioned before, you can't really react with anyone in the world. You can't, if you kill too many civilians, kill like 2, it just fails you in the mission. Yep, back you go. Even if you just kill a bunch of robots, it's like, nope, civilians, robots are people too. The robot Peter people are very anti you killing them. And yeah, there's just no reason to play this game. Right? I'm sorry, like, I want to be positive at all times, and I know a lot of people put a lot of work into games, and like, even to make this, like, I couldn't make this game, like, and so that's why I feel bad bashing it. I hate like the food critics of like, oh, this is slightly mid, so I'm gonna give it like a 1 out of 10, even though it's like it's a good meal. It's just not the best fucking pigeon you've ever had in your life, but but it's just not fun. At the end of the day, this game is just not fun. There's no reason to play it. And then I saw a deluxe edition, and this is when it blew my mind. Like, I cannot describe to you how much I was just like, what the fuck? So there's just nothing in this game, right? But you can pay $30 more American or a bunch more Australian to buy the deluxe edition, which gives you the following. It gives you pack 1, which is an exotic pack, which is just like a bunch of skins. It gives you a horde mode mission, face a variety of enemies with distinct tactics and behaviors. Think fast and use your surroundings to outmaneuver them. I've not seen anyone play this, by the way, so I'm like super curious of like, is that even out yet? And then pack 2, 3, and 4 extra missions and challenges in the next 3 quarters, so Q3, Q4, and Q1 of 2026. This game costs like $70 American, I'm pretty sure. No, it costs $60 American, it costs $90 Australian. There is like at maximum 10 hours of gameplay here, and they've hidden a bunch of other gameplay behind a fucking paywall. Are you kidding me? like, if there was even more of a reason not to get this game, it is this fucking bullshit right here. Like, I cannot believe, in all God's honest truth, they went, oh, this 10-hour campaign, which is mostly just fucking cutscenes and you driving from place to place, then at the end of it has nothing to do. Just fucking nothing to do. Maybe these like little side challenge things that are just bullshit. And it's like, oh, but there is this horde mode, but you can't play it because you didn't pay more money on top of an already not finished game. unfucking believable. And I'm sorry to swear, but like, God, that blows my mind. That even happened, and like I only found out about that pretty late. I cannot find any footage of anyone playing this horde mode, so I don't know if it exists or not. I'm not giving this game any more money. I kind of wanted just to play this horde mode and realize how shitty it is. So if enough people watch this, I might, I might get the DLC. Oh, I'm such a shill for views. I'll sell my soul for them. Oh, I don't want to play this game anymore. Yeah, that's the review. My brain's broken. This is the worst game I've played in a long time. It's not like a complete broken mess. It's not like when Cyberpunk came out. But I don't like that some people are like comparing the two a little bit, like you would with GTA. It's like, oh, it's like Cyberpunk. You know, it had a lot of problems day one. It's like, yeah, but like Cyberpunk at least had a game with like so many different hours, like so many hours to finish, and so many side quests and everything. It was just rushed. We just saw the game. Like, it has told us what it is. This horde mode is not going to save it. Cannot believe they have a fucking horde mode. Yeah, so there's just, yeah, don't buy it. Even if you're someone that like loves achievements and getting the gamer score on whatever platform that you're on, wait for it's on special. Like, it's an easy get, but there's so many games out there that are just absolute bullshit to get 1,000 gamer score that at least you don't have to sit through unskippable cutscenes of just nothing. And the worst thing is when the game glitches out, you have to watch those cutscenes again, and you're just like, far out. Anyway, that is the review. Yeah, real harsh one. And it built. I was still trying to be positive at the start of this, and then by the end, it's just that DLC thing. That broke me. If you didn't make it this far, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because that really does help us out. I always hit the like button, because I think that just sends the video to more people on the internets. If you have a friend that's like, oh, I'm thinking of getting Mindseye, send them this video and just say, look, watch this before you, just save your money. Just invest in your time. This video goes for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to save that much money. That's worth it. That's just good economics. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the game? Have you played it? Have you seen it? A lot of people that when I streamed it were just like, this doesn't look good. And I'm just like, yeah, man, it's not. It was a real odd stream. But yeah. Anyway, that is the whole video. I'm going to cut it up. And I'm going to edit it and then go to bed. That's going to be my aim. Tomorrow is going to do a review for Space Marine 1, the remaster that came out today also. But, you know, by the time you get 10 hours into a game, you kind of run out of time to play another one. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. Bye.